Let's turn our hearts to the story found in the 11th chapter of John. It's a narrative that speaks directly to our own moments of waiting and uncertainty. We are introduced to a man named Lazarus, who is gravely ill. His sisters, Mary and Martha, send a message to Jesus, a message filled with both faith and urgency. Lord, the one you love is sick. They believe, as we often do, that a simple word from Jesus would solve everything. But Jesus' response and his subsequent delay invites us into a deeper understanding of faith, one that must often endure the silence and the waiting. When Jesus hears the news, his words are profound. He says, "This sickness will not end in death. No, it is for God's glory, so that God's Son may be glorified through it." John 11:4. This is a powerful truth. Not every trial we face, not every illness or hardship is a sign of abandonment. Sometimes our most difficult moments are not the end of the story, but the very stage upon which God's glory is set to be revealed. It challenges our desire for immediate relief, asking us to trust that a greater purpose is unfolding even when we cannot see it. Jesus loved Martha and her sister and Lazarus, yet after he heard that Lazarus was sick, he stayed where he was 2 more days. This delay is perhaps the hardest part of the story to understand. In our moments of crisis, we crave immediate action. But God's timing operates on a different plane, one oriented toward an eternal perspective. This waiting period is not a sign of indifference, but an invitation to deepen our trust. It's in the waiting that our faith is refined, moving from a reliance on instant results to a steadfast confidence in the character of God himself. When Jesus finally decides to go to Judea, his disciples are afraid. They remind him, "Rabbi, a short while ago the Jews there tried to stone you, and yet you are going back?" Jesus' response offers a beautiful metaphor for living in God's will. He asks, "Are there not 12 hours of daylight? Anyone who walks in the daytime will not stumble, for they see by this world's light." John 11:9. When we are walking in the path God has set for us, we are walking in his light. Even if that path leads through places of discomfort, opposition, or fear, his purpose provides protection and guidance. We are secure not because the path is easy, but because he is the one lighting the way. Conversely, Jesus warns, it is when a person walks at night that they stumble, for they have no light. John 11:10. To walk outside of God's will is to choose darkness, to navigate life without that divine illumination. It's in that darkness that we stumble, lose our way, and become vulnerable. True success, true fulfillment, isn't measured by worldly standards, but by how closely we walk in the light of his guidance, trusting his direction one step at a time. The story culminates in one of the most powerful declarations in all of Scripture. When Martha expresses her faith in a future resurrection, Jesus brings that hope into the present moment. He tells her, "I am the resurrection and the life. The one who believes in me will live even though they die, and whoever lives by believing in me will never die." John 11:25-6. This is the ultimate promise. It's not just about life after death, but about a new quality of life right now, a spiritual life that death cannot touch. To believe in Jesus is to be connected to the very source of life forever,